big cat. Welcome to my therapy. This ain't your ordinary world, it's extraordinary. See, I'm a high priestess light, walk ahead and guide your way through the waves of life. We'll find a new path to embrace. Tarot, astrology, numerology in our hands. No weapon formed against you shall ever stand. We're winners, we never quit, we always keep on going. Quitters never win, but we're always growing. Hey there, big cat, let's chase the highest vibration. Together we'll create a new world, a brand new nation.
Namaste! Grand Rising Big Cat Earth Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Big Cat Astrology, Big Cat Wave, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. The planetary hot topics to add to your almanac over the next 7 days. On the 27th of May, Mercury in Taurus sextiles Saturn in Pisces. Today is ideal for significant meetings or discussions requiring thoughtful deliberations. If you're studying or acquiring new skills, you'll find it easier to concentrate and understand complex topics. Decisions made today are likely to be prudent and beneficial over time, particularly those concerning financial or practical matters. On the 28th, the Moon in Aquarius trines the Sun in Gemini. A fabulous day for socializing and networking. You'll feel more sociable and able to connect with others effortlessly. New and innovative ideas will come easily to you today. It's a great time for brainstorming and collaborative projects. You'll feel more aligned with your emotions, facilitating authentic self-expression. On the 29th, the Moon in Aquarius squares Uranus in Taurus. Be prepared for sudden changes in plans and remain flexible. Unexpected disagreements or misunderstandings might occur, especially if someone feels their independence is being limited. You may find unconventional solutions to issues, particularly involving technology or community matters. On the 30th, Mercury in Taurus conjunct to Uranus in Taurus. Expect surprising information through emails, phone calls, or casual conversations. Your thoughts will be more inventive. It's a good day for brainstorming and coming up with unique ideas. You might feel inclined to purchase new technology or gadgets that enhance your everyday life. On the 31st, Venus in Gemini trines Neptune in Pisces. Creative pursuits like painting, music, or writing will appeal to you today. This is also a good time for romantic relationships. Your intuition and imagination are heightened, making it easier to connect. On the 1st of June, the Moon in Aries sextiles Venus in Gemini. An excellent day for romance and socializing, with new relationships forming or existing ones deepening. You might feel motivated to engage in creative activities. Collaborations will be successful and conversations with friends and families will be supportive. On the 2nd, Mercury in Taurus sextiles Neptune in Pisces. A perfect day for writing or any work that requires imagination and creativity. Your intuition will make it easier to understand subtle cues and hidden messages in conversations. Pay attention to your dreams as they might provide valuable insight or inspiration. Please stay tuned in for the tarot reading to follow. Big Cat Wave. Namaste! Grand Rising Big Cat Earth Signs. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for messages for your next 7 days. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Big Cat Wave. Let's dive in and unpack. Okay, you have the energy of the 8 The number 8 is associated with the 8th house is death and rebirth. It's also the number of money and karma, darling dears. Good God and gosh, this read will be about the 8th house. You are also mainly in the energy of the 4. So you are in a southeasterly direction, or you'll be traveling, or news will be coming from that direction for you, darling dears. The energy of the 4. Lean in, bestie. Lean in. This is about wealth and prosperity for you. Yes, baby. In alignment with your what? Self-worth. Right up there, darling dears. You don't even see this coming in. So it could be some hard effort, work, tenacity, utilizing your talents, darling dears. Why do I say that? Because we have the energy of the 2. The 2 is represented by the 2nd house, darling dears. And that is the house of your self-worth. It's about your resources, material and non-material, darling dears. How you utilize your talents. Some of you may even work in a government position. The energy of the 2 speaks about some short trips, journeys, any form of travel plans will be going fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely for you over the next 7 days. It also says that you'll be getting gifts, compliments, darling. There's lots of helping hands along the way. The energy of the 6 speaks about cooperation. People will be cooperating with you. Some of you will be, because it's tied up with finances, maybe you're having surgical procedures, beautifying procedures, touch-ups, darling. There's cosmetic procedures, day surgery. All of this is going to be going very well. Some of you will be making appointments, possibly doctors or hospital, and it could also be business appointments, darling dears, or maybe traveling for some kind of surgery, but everything is going in your favor. We have the energy of the double 3, which is a 6. This is harmony and balance, darling dears. Any form of teamwork, darling dears, you're going to be able to bring in your intellect, because the number 6 is ruled by Venus. Okay, and Venus is about abundance. People with artistic tendencies, writing, speaking, it's all going to be taken off you, darling dears. The energy of the 8 also represents other people's money coming towards you, bestie. Love it. I don't hate it. So we have the energy of the 8. You may be a life path 8, darling dears, or the number 8, 17, or 26 will have some significance in your life. The number 8 is represented with the H, represented by the letters H, Q, and Z. The number 8 is ruled by Saturn. Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius, darling dears. And Saturn is about responsibility and structure, as well as being the father of time. Saturn rules the letters P, F. So you have P, F, and H, Q, and Z. Saturn is about discipline and limitations, but I feel that you've overcome these limitations, darling dears. That's why Saturn is coming through with the rewards for you, darling dears. Your luckiest numbers will be 2, 4, and 8. Your luckiest days will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Avoid numbers 3, 7, and 9. It's about your inner fortitude, darling dears. Your tenacity, your determination, your drive, your ambitions. Many will be looking up to you going forward, darling dears. This is a monumental week for you, where you will be gaining material satisfaction, being in your power, darling dears, or being put in a power position. This could be through promotion or having self-promoted, darling dears. You've done a lot of research. You've gained a lot of valuable wisdom and knowledge, darling dears. This is all what bolstering your self-worth, self-care, and self-love. You've had many struggles, darling dears. There's been delays, but this is your week of being in receipt, darling dears. The energy of the 8 tells me that you are the CEO, darling dears, an achiever. And as an earth sign, that's where you want to be. Fist bump. In your power, darling dears. Karma and money is afoot. It also, you're definitely going to be an authoritative figure, darling dears. Go big. Be bold, darling dears. This is about you expanding your limits, because there is no limitation. I told you Saturn is giving the regulation rules, but you're getting the rewards now, okay? This is about you staying tuned into your passions and going for it. Go for gusto, darling dears. It's time for you to be prosperous, divine. The universe is putting it into your hands over the next 7 days. Utilize that energy wisely, darling dears. The energy of Saturn, darling dears, the Saturn placements on your natal chart will tell you what kind of relationship you had with your parents or caregiver. Your Saturn placements as well, another note, is where if somebody does you wrong, darling dears, your Saturn placement will tell you what karma they're about to receive. If it's the first house, it will affect their appearance, their outward behavior. There'll be a lot of health issues, lots of accidents, lots of narcissistic tendencies, darling dears, but they're going to be paid in kind. They'll be getting lots of narcissistic injuries. If it's in the 7th house, they'll have issues with their partnerships. They'll always be in the court, lots of court problems. Their public image will be shiznai. There'll be a lot of disloyalty around them, a lot of blame shifting. Yeah, like I said, darling dears, you don't have to see it. There's someone get their karma. Just look on your birth natal chart. You know where it's at. Let's press on. Let's press on. Saturn comes with the energy of the 6th, Venus energy. Okay. So it's aiding and abetting some kind of artistic or creative pursuit that you've already got it on the ground, darling dears. You've laid the cornerstone. Mocha sipped because I ain't getting smoked. Okay, let's press on. I said this was going to be about the 8th house. Let's get that card out. The 8th house comes with endings and beginnings. It's on a 3 and a 2. That's a 5. This is on the back of conflict and confusion, darling dears. Waiting, stagnancy. But it also brings that lovely F word of freedom, darling dears. Freedom, constructive freedom that you've created for yourself. It also speaks about groups trying to compare, or you're going to be standing out in a group. You're a free spirit. The energy of the 5 also reminds me of the fact that you've overcome some kind of life lesson, a karmic lesson, darling dears. You used your resourcefulness, and again, travel is highlighted for you, darling dears. You're extremely versatile and adaptable. Love it. Question everything, darling dears. Everything. Okay, let's get your oracle ancestral message. This is fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. What deck haven't I used in a while? We're going to go with the mermaids. Oracle ancestral message for my earth signs for the next 7 days. Good golly, oh gosh, that's a lot. This one fell on me. Right? Go with the flow, and you've let go. And this is the energy of the 8th house. Putting down some kind of karmic tie, darling dears. No longer tied to a past situation. It could have been a situation where a job situation, other people's money. It could have been joint finances, darling dears. But this is putting it to bed. And what? Turning towards the abundance that you've created in your life, darling dears. Love it. You're also going to be making new friendships. Your social circle is about to get bigger. But as I always say, as a big cat, Boosie Badass, we investigate everyone. No one gets a free entrance to your personal self, darling. There's your VIP club. Good golly and gosh. Oh, how now, brown cow? No. New friendships are coming towards you. Friendships could also represent contracts, darling dears. New business associates. Yes, baby. New levels of loyalty, darling dears. Oh, okay. Go with the flow, darling dears. Go with the flow, but remember, this is about you making informed, out-of-the-box decisions, coming through with what? A lot of spiritual energy. You may be into the occult, tarot, numerology, astrology. You could even be a reader, darling dears. Expect your assets to increase over the next 7 days. And this is a note for you readers out there. You have to, you shouldn't do your readings for free. Why? Because money is energy, and you have to exchange the energy. You have to do an exchange of energy. Anyone telling you that you must do it for free or just read for you like that? No, because you lose energy and you have to recuperate, rejuvenate after you've done the reading. and for the money to exchange. This is opening up a gateway so that you can actually tap into their higher self and get the messages out there. All right, let's press on. Okay, base of your deck, darling dears, we've got the Seven of Swords. Maybe someone from the past, someone skullduggerous, a partner, friendship, whatever, wants to spin the block on you, darling dears. Good golly and gosh, I know, bestie. I know Seven of Swords is Aquarius as well as moon energy. It could also be a group of people. Aquarius is the 11th house of groups, darling dears. The 11th house also represents older siblings, darling dears. They're seeing you as being futuristic thinking, or they should have thought about the future you was creating for yourself. It speaks about a lot of jealousy, people wanting to spin the block. The 11th house is about groups. Yeah, but you are going to be spurning that. You want to be around like-minded souls at this moment in time, as you are in an upswing with that gift from the planet Saturn. Love it. It could also speak about ruminating thoughts, darling dears. Stop overthinking, darling dears. Stop it. Listen to that quiet voice inside. Go within when in doubt. Stop overthinking is a waste of time, especially if it's over a past situation. The card that is showing up, right, is the Chariot and the Two of Swords, darling dears. We also have the High Priestess as well as the Wounded Warrior. You are highly spiritual and intuitive, my single big cat earth signs. You have rewards coming towards you at lightning speed. Again, it's about you listening to your intuition and discernment. You're going to be making a major decision, darling dears. But Divine doesn't want you to make this decision from a wounded space. This is about you overcoming past wrongs that was perpetrated against you. Energy of the 8, the death of that in order for the new beginning for you. It also speaks about going within. Yeah, going within for all answers. The High Priestess energy tells me that there's an air of mystery about you, or you could actually be a reader of some sort, darling dears. This is a new beginning because you give faith and aid, spiritual as well as verbal. It could also be about online, darling dears, to others. Yeah, going very well because you come through with the truth and clarity, darling dears. It's also a reminder to pay attention to your dreams and these ideas, darling dears. They're going to be out of the box, but it's going to be groundbreaking for you. It's also the week of you being able to ask for whatever you ask for, darling dears. People are going to be persuaded. Why? Because of your tenacity, because you are standing within your power. Queen of Swords. Yeah, this tells me that you are highly intelligent, but it also speaks about people maybe seeing you as being harsh. This also represents a divorced man or woman, someone coming out of a situation, darling dears. But this is the overcoming of said situation, moving forward. Yeah, you're putting down that spiritual burden once and for all, letting the past be the past as you move forward quickly. Somebody may also be buying a car. It also represents a mobile home. Maybe it's van life or a mobile home, darling dears. Yeah, turning your back on past situations, no longer holding on to temporary short sticks, realizing there's a brave new world out there. Good golly and gosh, darling dears. I know, bestie. I know. The Two of Wands in the upright also speaks about someone is going to be waiting on the results of some form of travel plans or a decision that they've made. They want to see the fruits of their labor, what is going to come through and work in your favor. Three of Pentacles. People are going to want to work with you. Pentacles also represent online again. People are going to be watching you. You're coming through as a major craftsperson in your field. Listen, if you've been working on something for some time, darling dears, yes, there may have been a bit of stagnancy, but with the sword at the back, Divine wanted you to get deeper knowledge. We saw the energy of the 8, darling dears. It's what? The self-worth. In order to create this prosperity for yourself, you had to learn new things, new ways. But your words are carrying spiritual weight. You're going to be seen as a what? Spiritual leader, guru. Yeah. My earth signs over the next 7 days. It may even be in a community, darling dears. This is promotion. Queen of Swords. This is going to create a lot of confusion from past people, darling dears. People that you no longer speak with. What do they want? In your mind, you're doing business. What do past people want? What's the matter with them? Could be siblings, darling dears. Yeah, disloyal to the core, darling. There's no love in that situation. If it's a past partner, this person is begrudging you. Look where the eyes are. Current energy. A past partner is watching you be single, independent, and fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely, I might add. Pinkies up. 9 of Peas in the upright. It's a reminder for you to what? Stay away from drama.com, darling dears. Remember, two people arguing from a distance, it looks like two chickens of the sea, darling dears. Many of you are single by choice at this moment in time, possibly because of the past situation, having to heal from someone who is a narc, a high commander Decepticon, darling dears, listening to the Most High. The archway again speaks about a portal, some kind of new opportunity opening for you, darling dears. Keep the faith. Listen to your intuition. It's going to guide you. Yeah, because you have opportunities coming towards you. If it's your progeny, they may be feeling because you're single by choice. If it's your progeny, they're feeling the abandonment of another partner, of your partner, ex-partner. But you also have a fated meeting coming towards you, darling dears. Queen of Pentacles. It's also you knowing your worth and adding tax. You're not taking no chat, darling dears. We're seeing here something coming towards you very quickly. I'm seeing 9, 10, 11 pentacles, master number, darling dears. You are the original bad girl, bad boy, wounded healer. We already saw that in the energy of the 9 of Wands, darling dears. Disloyal people from the past would like to come through. This is in the form of maybe they want to come for some kind of consultation. Pentacles could represent their health issues, darling dears, or it could also be for a loan. Listen, you ain't gonna get it back. It'll be the last you ever see of that money and that person. Listen, let the past bury the past, darling dears. Look, can you get any more Skrilla.com? You've got loyalty coming towards you in the shape of new friendships, darling dears. This is about you continuing to be futuristic thinking about your future. Many of you are going to take this time to what? Get readings, darling dears. Divination on where your life path is going. Maybe you're learning the occult, darling dears, taking classes. Look, this is occult knowledge, darling dears. This is learning. Yeah. You took a while to learn something, darling dears. All of this lovely yellow speaks about your solar plexus. You are more confident at this moment in time. Definitely. And it's all about what? Forward movement in your life, darling. There's Queen of Swords. Your words carrying spiritual weight. You've cut off that energy from the past and you're not going back. Two queens speak about a lot of gossip from past people about your situation. But continue to make the right contracts. And again, a fated meeting is coming towards you, darling dears. It could be the beginning of a fine romance, darling dears. Equally balanced. Yeah. It could be same sex or it could be male and female, darling dears. Pentacles as well as the earth energy. This is air as well as earth, darling dears. Opposites attracting. But it's mutual respect and understanding based on religion or spirituality, darling dears. Someone possibly that's been admiring you for some time. But past situations, you're definitely done with that. What about those that are in a partnership or a business? How does it fare for them over the next 7 days? King of Cups in the upright, darling dears. This is loyalty, this is satisfaction, feeling supported and nurtured by your partner. Happy home life, darling dears. You may even have progeny. I'm also seeing some kind of a party or a celebration. Could be a birthday, darling dears. The purchasing of a new home. We've got the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is a lot of stress, anguish. Yeah, you was worrying about the money, darling dears, but you don't worry about it now because you have the energy of the 8. Listen, this is new opportunities. I heard that somebody's going in for artificial insemination. Well, it's going to go very well, darling dears. I see twins coming through, a male and female. Pardon me. That was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth. Roof. Pinkies up. Okay. Definitely. The 10 of Cups, darling dears. Lean in, bestie. Lean in. The 10 of Cups is Sagittarius as a... Oh my gosh, put my teeth back in. Sagittarius and Mars energy. So this is... This union, you're not from the same country or the same area. But as I said, opposites attracting, darling dears. Yeah, there's a lot of talk, darling. There's people that would like to come back, situations that you've washed your face like David, darling dears. People remembering the loyalty you gave in a situation, seeing your happy partnership and the fact that they are blocked for the gods, darling dears. It also speaks about you standing your ground in a situation. Yeah, some of you had to stand your ground in the face of adversity, but this partnership that you're in, if it's a new partnership, it's about to kick off in the most fabulous, gorgeous and lovely way. If it's a long-term partnership, your situation is going to be deepening. More love as your cup runneth over. A child may, as I said, could be twins. Pregnancy, this is multiple streams of income. You guys are working well together over the next 7 days and making travel plans, darling dears, moving forward. It could also be the move to a new residence, darling dears, something more befitting. I also see a blended family out here, darling dears. Yeah, but you're gonna have to what? Make your imprint on the said blended family. Don't allow this new paradigm in your life, darling dears. This is about you breaking generational patterns. If it's going to be a blended family, lots of talk, lots of, you know what I mean, nurturing. This is fun family times, feeling nurtured by the family that you've made, not the family that you've came from, darling dears. King of Pentacles, listen, this is about you being the boss. If you're not entrepreneur, expect your business to take off. King of Swords, when we see two kings on the tableau, up till now it's only been minor gains, but it's going to take off in the most fabulous, gorgeous or lovely way, which is going to benefit your relationship or partnership, darling dears, over the next 7 days. Let them talk, darling dears. Someone's got to clap, and if it's just their gums, that's their business. You are transmuting that to light. Futuristic thinking, making new friendships, darling dears. Go with the flow, darling dears. The universe is flowing for you. Let's get a final card, then we're off to get great. We're going to use the Island Times Wellness deck. Final card, or massage for my earth signs. We've got kisses and heart and key. And again, this is a relationship, darling dears. A getting it together, something that's going to appear perfect. But listen, research everything. Don't take it at face value. But this could go into an unconditional situation. And it's making the right choices for you, darling dears. Always put yourself first. If you're on a plane and it's going down, they say to put the mask on yourself first. You can't save no one unless you save yourself. Yeah, you're making healthier choices after being around destructive people. Letting go of negative thought, knowing that you can co-create what you want. Everything starts in the mind. High priestess energy. You're also going to be hearing something, darling. There's some form of news, enlightening news, whether it's being emailed, text message, conversations. It could also be a conversation with an arc, them revealing something, darling dears. But pay attention to what's being said, because this is a new abundant beginning for you, darling dears. Yeah, full on change, because you've healed. And what? To the healed goes the spoils of the war. Whatever war that you was fighting, darling dears. Looks like it was spiritual to me. On that note, I drops me mic to over to my Teesprings, my Patreon, or my TikToks, where I also upload videos. And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Until we meet again. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.